Deep in the Arizona desert, we stumbled upon a forgotten ghost town and an abandoned mine, where silver and gold ore are so plentiful you can pick them up right off the ground. And just nearby, an undiscovered bounty of hidden silver bullion. Stay with us as we reveal the secrets of this lost treasure right after the intro.
Well, let's go. You ready, Jack?
Yeah.
Let's go. Howdy, folks. It's a beautiful late February day, 70 degrees. And we're going to show you Cerro Colorado Ghost Town and Ghost Mine.
Never heard of it.
It's an old mine here in the middle of the desert in southern Arizona. So let's go. Let's check it out.
The Heintzelman Mine, also known as the Cerro Colorado Mine or the Silver Queen Mine, is nestled in the Cerro Colorado Mountains. The area's rich silver deposits were first discovered by the Spanish sometime before 1775. For years, they extracted high-grade silver ore from the surface and near-surface veins, processing it at the Tumacacori Mission using arrastras and primitive adobe furnaces. Following Mexico's independence in 1823, and before the Gadsden Purchase in 1853, Mexican miners intermittently worked the site.
I found this spot from a book I'm reading about ghost towns in Arizona, and this is not far off of a highway, so there's not much hiking you have to do. But it is kind of isolated out here. If you didn't know what you were looking for, I mean, you wouldn't even know it was here. So we've got some, over here we have some foundations, some old foundations of the town. So I'd like to show you that to begin with, and then we'll go on to the mine itself.
In June 1855, a U.S.-Mexico boundary survey party led by Lieutenant Michler came across the abandoned mine and noted it in their report. A year later, in 1856, Major Samuel P. Heintzelman, then commander of Fort Yuma, was guided to the site by a Mexican scout. Recognizing its potential, he quickly became involved in forming the Sonora Exploring and Mining Company, headquartered in Tubac, though some accounts credit Charles Poston with its formation. Regardless of who took the lead, Heintzelman, on furlough from the Army, became the company's first president.
I couldn't tell you exactly what these were for. This pad right here is relatively small. Maybe it was for storage, maybe a powder room. And then we have some others here. Very specific. You see a notch in this one here. You have the old bolts coming up out of the floor there. And then you have one over here It's got a hole in its center. Let's go check that out. Got some, looks like some can lids. Let's check out the hole. This is where you got to be careful because there are rattlesnakes that like to hang out in these things. And it's just about warm enough for the snakes to start coming out. We've already had one person here bitten by a rattlesnake. Put him in the hospital. He almost lost his arm. Now this is a bigger platform, foundation. I've seen foundations before, but I haven't seen them like this. This is definitely odd. You just have to sit there and ponder what was here. Let's move on, shall we?
The board of directors featured notable figures, including Samuel Colt, famed for his revolvers, Charles Poston, later known as the Father of Arizona, and cartographer Herman Ehrenberg. Dr. Reuben A. Wilbur, who later established the Wilbur Ranch in Arivaca, served as the company physician. Mining got going in 1857 under the watch of Frederick Brunkow, a German mining engineer. At first, they processed the ore using adobe furnaces, and that first batch turned out pretty good. 12 tons of ore gave them 2,287 ounces of silver and 300 pounds of copper. They loaded up the bullion on wagons and hauled it down to Guaymas, Mexico, where it was then shipped off to San Francisco.
Sherry and Jack's their way off over there exploring. Kind of left me behind. But that's all right. I'll catch up to them. Right over here I see tailings from a mine. See that pile of rock? Yep. This looks like trash rock here. That's what it looks like to me. That you put a magnet down there, it would snap to one of those rocks. We got more tailings here. Just tailings everywhere around here. And here we have another foundation. This one's oddly shaped. Looks like goes off back in there. Yeah, these were for something very specific, that's for sure. For what? I have no idea. Absolutely none. Zip. Looks like we have a trash tire here. What's it say? Well, it's made out of polyester. Well, when was the last time they made a tire out of polyester? Firestone. And it says, I think it says Deluxe Champion. We're approaching a pit over here. They have it barbed wire off. What you thinking, Jack?
I think
gold! Gold! Beautiful gold!
deep hole.
A deep hole? Yeah, it is.
Mine collapse, making a hole that would break history itself. hole was made from a mine that collapsed. So I'm wondering what happened.
Now let's check this thing out. See if we can see anything down in there.
By that,
Ooh.
you know how deep it is.
Yeah, I can't tell how deep it is. Well, I'll be able to tell once I get the footage home.
Yeah.
By that means it's, it's not like 20 years later. It's more like easily
I'm a little worried I might lose my phone down in there.
Yeah.
Because,
By 1859, there were over 100 men working the mine. The main shaft was dug down to 70 feet, and reports said it was putting out between 300 and 400 ounces of silver a week. One piece of native silver alone weighed nearly 900 ounces.
guys, if you know
white pile,
how deep it is,
something over here. I want to
calculate
check that out.
in your heads.
Come on, with me. Check it out.
Oops. Well, Mom, we'll do it.
Ready?
Yeah. Throw. That's how deep it is. It hit 2 times.
Yeah. And we never heard it hit the bottom.
Oh, it never hit the bottom?
Well, it scraped up on the side, so it was never good enough.
That way to get to it.
It sounds like it's a little bit deep.
But you fair warning. If you do park super close to this, somehow, if your car falls down, it's because you parked on a...
Underground shaft.
Does that go around there?
Yep.
I was a little worried I might lose my phone down in there.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, if my phone dropped in there, I wouldn't be able to get it. No way. It's a deep hole. On to the next. You getting some good footage, Jack?
Yep.
But it wasn't all good news. In 1860, a cave-in trapped 17 Mexican and Indian miners, and their bodies were never recovered. The mine hit its peak in 1861. By then, the main shaft was 120 feet deep, and with up to 200 workers on site, they were cranking out around 800 ounces of silver a day.
You might be standing on building right now. Oh,
See how the rocks are?
yeah.
You're standing in what was a building.
Wow. What are you doing?
I was just exploring around a little bit. See if there were any other buildings that just popped up out of nowhere. To the right, then we were. You could see where it was a house. Had been a house.
Here is Bob the Cactus.
Oh, dang. Check. That's a big old barrel cactus right there. Well, look at this, looks like it might be collapsed holes there. I did read that there is shafts underneath this area that are pretty shallow, so you have to watch your step. They could collapse. That might have what happened over there.
No one?
I don't think I'm gonna mess with that.
really knows what happened to the shaft. Maybe it just collapsed. Maybe one
Those
day
shafts are as deep as that.
somebody stepped
That'll put me in a little
the
trouble.
wrong place at the wrong time.
So I know where this goes. It takes you back
But nobody
around to
really
over
knows.
there.
We're gonna go check out some more over here. See what we see.
That way takes you up and around that, and this is the way that we came down, just right through here. Or the trail goes that way.
Oh, okay.
Discovered this prickly pear heart. It's beautiful.
And there's that one. It's kind of heart-shaped.
Yeah.
And there's that one that's
I'll
kind of
meet you
heart-shaped.
down there.
Okay.
It's a soft trip, so it's cute.
Watch out for the sticky bush.
Yeah.
In 1861, when the U.S. Army pulled its cavalry out of Arizona, things went south real quick. Apaches and Mexican bandits ran wild, and on top of that, mine workers were stealing left and right. John Poston, brother of Charles Poston, had his hands full trying to keep the operation under control. It's said that only about half the silver ever made it into company hands. When John caught his foreman, Juanito, stealing silver bullion, he made an example out of him, executed him right then and there. But instead of scaring off the thieves, it just made things worse. Some of the Mexican miners grabbed what they could and hightailed it south, spreading a tale that Juanito had buried $70,000 worth of stolen bullion somewhere near the mine. Well, that story got the attention of Mexican bandits. They showed up, got the remaining Mexican miners on their side, and together they murdered John Poston and 2 German workers. Now, John had a real fear of being buried underground. He made it clear that if he ever died, he didn't want to be put in the earth. So when the time came, they followed his wishes. His body was placed in a concrete casket above ground.
Oh, that looks like an
You can still see it today, sitting right there alongside the dirt road near the mine.
Doing a little bit of a zoom in to see if you can see it. Looks like we have ourselves a lot of old metal cans. So we're definitely coming up on something here. We see the trash all over the place. We're getting closer over there to whatever that is. We're going to find out. Let's see if we can get a little bit closer. We got some old wood down here. Kind of cool. This could be.
Whoa. Ooh, that'd be good. I gotta get a film of this.
Huh. I see wheels. A trailer.
I was going to say an old camper trailer, and it's turned on its side.
And somebody's whiskey bottle.
And somebody's whiskey bottle.
Oh, that's funny.
Because you can see where the wheel wells
Yeah.
are. And that would be this wheel would be the...
Yep. Old camping trailer.
bucket over here.
Definitely cool.
There's the propane tank over there by the wheels.
Yeah.
What
Camping trailer.
was I keeping it? What was the trailer keeping it inside? No one knows. And why was it flipped? Did it normally just flip
This is
by
an old
accident?
Pennzoil
Or did it
5-gallon bucket
flip?
over here.
What happened?
Somebody's been digging through here.
There's the water line.
Huh.
It runs up that way to that.
Maybe they were out here prospecting. If you have the idea that you're going to come out here and prospect, keep in mind there are 2 active claims on this property. So you might want to hold off on that car wash.
Hold up on that car wash, gentlemen.
All right, let's look at this. We got some bedrock right through here. Maybe there was a reason why they were digging there in that spot. I probably want to dig too. Like we have an old iron pipe, water pipe, runs on down. No telling how old that is. More tailings over here that we're coming across. Oh, and there's that hopper that we saw.
There is that right there. It's actually closer than you.
Okay, here's that hopper. I think it's a hopper. Looks like a hopper. Yeah, I would definitely call this a hopper. It's a little more modern than the other ones that we've seen on San Pedro. Interesting.
There's a hopper. I definitely just heard that was but it's nice. It's a hopper. It's nice.
We find ourselves walking through some more tailings all over the place here. Just imagine, there's probably silver and gold and zinc and copper all over the place, right under our feet. You can see where people have dug little holes all over the place here. Searching, prospecting maybe. But I have you know, you don't want to be a claim jumper. Here in Arizona, we don't take kindly to claim jumpers. Oh, that breeze feels good. It's getting a little bit warm. Sun beats down on you, there's not much shade. I do see something way over there. You see it?
That's what I stopped for.
But that's
see that on the way in.
I didn't either. We'll check it out on the way out.
Mining at the site kept going off and on, and in 1869, a new company took over and reopened the mine. But between Indian raids and a mess of legal troubles, things never really got steady. They gave it another go in 1878, this time planning to bring in top-of-the-line machinery.
is where they process the ore. The processing site, mill, not as big as the ones we saw there on the San Pedro, but still, it's not bad.
A post office was set up at Cerro Colorado on April 17, 1879, and the mine stayed active up until 1899. That's when another company stepped in, sank a new shaft, and dug it down over 550 feet. From 1900 to 1911, they pulled out a good bit of ore, but on April 15, 1911, the post office shut down. After that, the mine only saw occasional work here and there up until 1937. In 1953, they built a small flotation mill to process ore from this mine and a few others in the area. But by the late 1960s, that mill was torn down, and there haven't been any major operations since. Silver was the main draw here, but they also pulled out some copper, lead, zinc, and even a little gold.
This is the top of it. Well, up a little further anyway. Hi, Jack.
Found this, and if you look, you can go that way, or you can take the secret way. So that's what I want to show you. I'm going to teleport there, back to the bomb. So, we'll see you there.
We're going to work our way up to the top there and get a good aerial view. So let's go. They're taking the other flank. Let's see who gets there first. There we go. I see a spot right there. Path made just for me. And this is the top. Whew. Wow. Would you look at this? What a view. We'll be checking that stuff out here shortly. So we're going to walk down this hill and we're going to show you the tomb that somebody is buried in over there. And I believe there are more than just the tomb, there's other graves there.
That's pretty heavy.
Uh-huh.
We'll have it go nuts.
I see that there's iron in it though. See all that?
Oh, okay. So.
But the weight of it tells me there's something there. That's heavy.
And then it goes more here, but I'm just not going to take a look over there. So there's a road, and then there's a paved road over there. So that's and I think we found a collapsed mine thing. Right there. Wow.
Here we are, coming up on the tomb.
It is getting a lot windy here, so I have to speak louder so you can hear me. Now, but I have one question. What are these doing here? If you know why these are here, the three weird items, the flower, the hat, just let me know in the comments down below. Just gotta do this. That's how you do it. So.
This is the tomb.
This. That is a tombstone. That's a thing.
So we have a tree here next to the tomb, and it's got hats hanging on it and a sunflower. Huh. Little flags up there. Yeah, they just
Why is the rat there? Why is there a flower? Even if that's a flower, that's so creepy. But why? I don't know if that's. I didn't know if maybe something happened. Why is there a flower there? I do not know. If you know why people would put a flower on the tree next to that, please let me know. We have some orange. We don't know what they are. We can't figure out. So if you know, go get up there. I'm going to show you. Now if you know, comment down below. But if you don't know, you don't have to comment.
Well, we showed you the tomb. Now I'm going to show you what I think are graves, unmarked graves over here. Don't know who was buried there. There's no record on them that I could find. So let's go take a look. So I definitely want to get some footage of the possible graves here. You got the piles of rock here. You have one here. And one over here. They could be just piles of rock, but I have my doubts about that. There's another pile here. So, who was buried here? I guess we'll never know. So we're heading back, and we're going to show you that white area. White, I don't know what it is. It looks like the surface of the moon. See that area over there? That's where we're going to head next. And it looks like the surface of the moon over there. What do you think, Jack?
I feel like that moon, it's going to go towards the moon.
Huh?
Yeah.
Well, we're heading up to what I just showed you from a distance. We got sticky bushes here, guys. We have this stuff. No idea what it is, if it's natural or maybe a hardened slurry. I don't know. If you guys know, put it down in the comments. Yep. You're right, Jack. Put it down in the comments. We like comments. I know what you're thinking.
Mission control, the swinger has landed.
Well, this is interesting. Somebody left a bucket there. Let's go check it out, Jack. Oh, wow, look over here. You see the tailings, but look at this. You see layers there? See that? Underneath. Now a geologist would know exactly what that is. But, like I said, I'm not a geologist. Look at all the tailings up here. Wow. So my best guess is this was the slurry deposit. It looks like a wasteland. Hey Jack, they need to like and subscribe your videos, don't they? Or what's going to happen?
I just don't think I could bear it.
Well, it's kind of eerie and cool at the same time.
It is very, very rocky.
Yeah, there was a way I got up.
And there's little crevices. From the washing from the water, it goes. So, if you know what I'm trying to say. It's erosion.
Check this out. It's a little canyon with erosion through here.
I'm a Star Warsy or something. It would look cool. I could do that.
What does this remind you of?
Commander Skywalker, do you copy?
Looks like a wasteland.
Yeah.
Wow, my arm is look. Woo! Gonna go see my dad. Wow. This is really rocky and ooh. Great idea. It's a great idea. I'll come the other way. Because you don't want to fall through that. I'll give you I would give you a view entirely, but every little crevice, but yeah. There's one big one. Goes all the way down there. And there's my dad. And there's
That's my son Jack. That's my son Jack.
Ooh, I just had a great idea. Guys, get ready. I wish I could watch that. I really can't. I think there might be a hole down there. So.
Well.
Remember, when you're coming down what you saw, when you see a red button, just click and tickle it, and it will not turn red anymore because it likes when you tickle it. There's a thumbs up, blue thumbs up. This. Now you have to tickle it too. Because it does a cool little animation. It feels like the moon on here. But this is what it looks like. We're going down. We're making our way back to the Bronco, and I'll see ya when we get to the Bronco.
Look what we just found here. We found another hole in the ground. And it's a doozy.
Look what we just found.
And it's a doozy.
Not a hole in the ground. I wonder how deep it is.
Oh. I don't know how we missed this, but walked right by it. But look at this. Let's see if we can see down there. It's got barbed wire around it, so you don't fall in. I don't know how far down that goes. I can't see the bottom from where I'm at. Oh. Yeah, it's Bob.
Rewire it because it's crumbled since they put it up the first time.
Oh.
Because you can see the barbed wire there, and there's no ground there.
Oh, okay.
And so now there's barbed wire here.
Well, isn't that something?
Yeah.
They must have found a vein or something. Oh, I do see quartz over here. Right there. And there. Well, this isn't something. It's got the barbed wire all the way around it.
Can you throw this to see how?
Oh,
Oh,
that
hit
one.
something and then went down further.
Yeah.
It was like boom, boom.
God, I heard. Ow!
Rocket me! There's just a guy down there. Oh no! There's just a guy down there. Ow! There's 2 holes. This has been Jack's Arizona Adventure. Comment down below.
Okay, Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The day has been great. I mean, we gotta go though. So, I'll show you around in my chair.
Well, that's about it, folks. Hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time.
Well, that's the story of the Heintzelman Mine, one of Arizona's wildest and most storied silver mines. From riches to robberies, cave-ins to lost treasure, this place has seen it all. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. It really helps out. And if you want to see more videos about lost history, hidden treasures, and old ghost towns, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next adventure. Got any thoughts on this story? Maybe you've even been out to Cerro Colorado yourself? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.